Cool, 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 cool. Let's go. You say goodbye, and I say hello.
.187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
All right. Let's go. All right.
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Hell yeah.
You seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
What? Roy Gerald Earl? Why? Or do you mean Cole Gerald Phelps? Roy Gerald Biv? Oh. Fucking... What's his name? Rainbow Raider in DC Comics, his name is Roy G. Bigelow.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Thanks.
Rainbow Raider was actually, I think, in the first Arrow Flash crossover. Second floor, apartment 6.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Alright.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I take a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly. A very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Bruising on the forearms and...
They look like... Yeah, I was gonna say.
Look like bite marks.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
So yeah, that's not gonna be. Alright, so it looks like a guy was here.
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one. Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing? We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster. Looks like barbiturates.
Oh, there's a woman I need to interrogate. One of these has something written on the back, and I think it's this one.
Could have been a modeling assignment.
Boom!
It's a place to start.
Here, hold on. Okay, I figured I'd take a risk, or not a risk, but take a chance and see if,
Beautiful girl.
I don't think this one has any.
Clothes
Yeah.
certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Let's see about
This
this.
is all top end of town stuff.
Yeah, I was right.
Gives us somewhere to look.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so it just wanted me to check those out as well.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Alright, she's lying. Okay.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Alright, so should I do the possible suicide or the sleeping pills, which are also used for depression? I'm thinking sleeping pills probably, right? I'll let you get to your answer. Okay.
She was
Yep.
taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pillbox, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess. Does modeling really pay that well?
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia
Yeah, okay, the
had
smoking
men stay
jacket is
here.
definitely, yeah.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
What kind of soup is
Where
it?
would we find him?
I'm sorry, I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Okay, you're fucking lying to me. Just don't make me have to prove it. Cool.
Mrs. Reynoldsson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldsson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
Binge, I said what kind of soup was it? Slash is it?
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
Chicken noodle, but
You
it has...
think
Oh,
Carruthers
nice.
has
That
called
actually
it
sounds
right?
pretty dope. Bacon,
He
cheese,
rarely
and
gets it
chicken noodle.
wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
You know what? I'll drive to this one. Talk to me, Roy. Don't just sit there and
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Here we go.
Suspicious activity on a
That's kind of
trolley
why
car on Avenue. Stand by for further information. Any Central unit?
That's kind of why I drove. Here we go. Nailed it.
Are you crazy?
Thank you.
Any Central unit. Citizen reports suspicious.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you all right?
That lowlife.
Camera
That
obscura.
filthy lowlife.
What happened?
I was standing ready to get off and I heard a click. His camera. That pervert took a picture of my... up my...
Which way did he go?
There! That's him! Right there!
Ah, fuck.
Go on, Phelps, get after that creeper!
Here, give me some shit to talk about. 'Cause I feel like, I feel
Get in
weird
close and steer him off the tar.
I feel weird just sitting here in silence. Come here. Come here. Whoa.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Hi there, bud. Are you not gonna shoot at him at all, Roy?
Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
Fuck. Pardon me, sir. Fuck, dude. Shit, he's getting away. Shit, move out of the fucking way. Fuck. We just totaled our car. He got away. Unless I get real lucky.
Out of the car! Police!
Alright, yeah, I'm not getting real lucky. He took so long fucking taking out that fucking badge. Alright, let's try that again. That again. No, what I was gonna say. Okay, let me meet a side character for, fine. The guy I'm chasing, I suppose.
Any Central unit, citizen reports suspicious activity on a trolley car on Fountain Avenue. Stand by for further information. Any Central unit.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you all right?
That lowlife! That filthy
I can't skip over this.
lowlife!
What happened?
I was standing ready to get off and I heard a click. His camera. That pervert took a picture
Okay,
of
so
my...
first of all, she was masturbating. That's why she said she was ready to get off.
Which way did he go?
And then she just didn't want to be filmed doing it.
There! That's him!
And this guy has
right
a camera that... Hold on, I didn't think this far ahead.
Fuck!
Yeah, I got nothing on him. Although he reminds me of
Go on, Phelps, get after that creeper.
one of the characters from Doctor Who season 5, like the one fucking character from the Dream episode where
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
they were going towards a cold star in one dream, and then the other dream they were fucking, I think that was when Amy was pregnant. And Rory had like a mullet or like a ponytail or some shit like that. Anyway.
Hit him! Clear this asshole off the road.
Yep, that's why. He was doing it for scientific purposes.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I'm trying, fucking Roy. Calm down. Excuse me. Pardon me, everybody. Fucking dipshit. Now we're gonna lose him here, too, because fucking everyone decides to jump in front of me. Oh, no. Not the fruit stand. Alright, let's see if I can still catch up to him. Whoa, come on, guys. Cool. Come on, come on, come on, come on. He just fucking decided to go for... Oh, come on. Okay, he's a disgraced... Oh, shit. He's a disgraced guy now. Like, he got fired from, the job.
Put your hands where I can
fucking
see them.
Who knows what. But,
You're under arrest
he misses
for
those
public
days, so that's why he
indecency.
takes the picture.
Oh, Christ.
Yep. That's exactly why.
Can you drive to this one?
One. Give me 1 second. How long ago was that? Okay, it wasn't too long ago. Alright, where am I supposed to go? Was it down here? Wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I'm definitely closer being right here. Here we go.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
.505, I understand.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Yeah, he's not telling the truth, I think. What year is it in game?
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Fuck it, let's give it a shot.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine?
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Oh, neat. That's pretty cool.
The old boy is lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
You're behind the wheel.
Where are we going?
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
I guess she's the one I talked to.
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you. How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Shit, she's telling the truth.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Nope, you're driving, Roy.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Yeah.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
I don't know why it gave me this option, but it's giving me this option.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Alright, let's give this a shot.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
Wait, what? Was I paying attention even less than I thought? Okay, yeah, he's in an interview room too. Maybe. Fuck, dude.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl.
Now the DA
Thanks for
wants
coming
my
in.
head.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Remove an answer.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private? Heather won't have to know? Yes. We had relations.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
God damn it, stop making me choose between these 2 options. Remove an answer.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
Alright, she said he was from...
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get something from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. You think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or
Swear to
something?
God, if it makes me choose between... Okay, thank you.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julia Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe
Some
at
kind
me.
of traveling
Put him down on my
salesman?
sap.
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
Nothing but high octane
like a worm in
gameplay
there.
right here.
Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Nothing says fun like driving 10 miles an hour in a video game.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Driving inconspicuously, just can't wait to get not seen. I look like he's pulling over.
He needs money and fast.
Thanks.
Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
And switching outfits again so I don't be seen or get seen. Oh shit. I don't know, probably something fucking dumb like cartons.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Gotta get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Try not to get fucking seen, Cole.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket for Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Where do we go? Oh, phone call. Let's go make a phone call. Oh, I'll drive there.
Car 11K, 11 King, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Homicide detectives Bukowski and Galloway have information relating to the Randall case.
Roger, KG.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood
Cool.
Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you. You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
The pearl ring is.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Yep, there's a cigarette case.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
There's still more on here for me to find, I guess.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Oh, and black sapphire ring. Black.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Alright, so where is he? Oh, where's Bukowski and, company? Is there a fucking... Okay, Eavestorm resident.
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going?
I understand you, but thousands wouldn't.
Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestorm in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestorm. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestorm?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
That terrible night, at least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestorm. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Oh boy, I get to drive.
What are you doing?
Shut up. You put this in my hands. Right.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type
Yeah,
to creep
I noticed I
apartments.
wasn't off to a great start.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
I wonder how fast I'm going right now.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in. 11K, message from Detective Bukowski. Murder victim Jimmy LeBlanc's record shows he most often worked with an accomplice. Caucasian male, approximately 6'2", 220 pounds, heavily built, known only as Willie.
Alright, so we'll almost definitely need to use that piece of info. I need to take one of these next rights. I'll take this right. Pardon me. Oh my god. This sounds fucking constipated right there, and I'm sorry. Oops. Excuse me. Pardon me. Come through. Oh shit. That was all his fault. He came out of nowhere. In my defense, I actually, in my opinion, while staying still, he did manage to come out of nowhere. That said, I shouldn't be moving at fucking like 60 miles an hour like I am. I should have taken that left. Here, take this left. And down here. Here we go. All right.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Haha. It let me be a dick.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Oh, that's not good. Oh shit, okay, cool.
Stop!
Don't kill him,
LAPD!
Cole. This guy's our case. Go on.
Put
get
your
out.
hands in the air!
Maybe this is Willie. Shit, come on.
Give it up! LAPD!
Oh, I wish I could just shoot him. Come on. It'd be so easy. He's just gonna wait around that wall for me to walk by. Here, I'll even walk. It's even showing that he's not moving. And then he's just gonna fucking deck me.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming round, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
Ooh, hold on. Yep, before I interrogate him, I need to check this out. I remember this one. I almost fucked this up, because I need to use at least one of these.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her?
I think I need to use this as...
Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
I feel so uncomfortable wearing something that's super expensive.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
I mean, you are, but like... God damn, I hate this guy. He makes me fucking feel like I have to use all my intuition points.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
How do I... What fucking one do I use? I'm gonna use Pearl Ring.
I thought as
Fuck.
much. Shouldn't you be calling me an ambulance or something?
Shouldn't you be fucking not such a
Why
dickhead?
did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life.
Okay, let me know when you get
Marry
back.
Heather, if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
I think it's this one. What do you think when you get back? Oh, dude, I don't fucking feel good about any of these. I don't like this guy. He's too fucking difficult to read. Fucking...
That's some story.
Okay. I'm just gonna try this again. Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an
Can you put it down?
extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
Alright, so you're gonna help me with this, okay?
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
So it's confirmed that he's lying, but I don't know what lie.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
I used the pearl ring. It's not the pearl ring and it's not the contraband list either. I know those for facts. The pearl ring is what I tried the first time because it's on the contraband list. But how do we prove he's a part of the, you know what, fucking, honestly, I don't give a frank anymore. I'm gonna cheat at this. Give me a second.
You won't let me leave until we finish this, Detective. So you'd best get on with it.
Here we go. Okay, so fucking, while the, I swear to God, the fucking pearl ring should have counted, because it's for the same reason.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
So was the pearl
It was
ring.
Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia
Okay, yeah, so my
told the
second guess,
others
I fucking looked at this
that
one
they
up
were
too.
out. That she was going to create a new gang.
The,
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was
What I'm
made to
looking
look like
for wasn't
suicide,
quite
and when the
clear.
coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
I didn't know if I was looking for proof that he needed to run, or wanted to run, I should say, or proof that he had something to do with the murder. So I took a guess that he had something to do with the murder, when what it wants me to do is this one. Prove
Have
that
you
he
told
wanted
Miss
to
Swanson
run.
that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face.
Notice how it made
Pay
it sound
Willie
as
and
if he
Jimmy
hit
a
his hands,
fortune
but
to
he
do her,
didn't.
and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Willie Henderson.
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Where is it?
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Damn, this is a fucking long case.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
All right.
You can drive.
All right, where to?
Dude, this case is fucking exhausting. Okay, get in the car then, please.
You're behind the wheel.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Alright.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better. Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
It's a nice open window right next to him.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Didn't see that coming. God.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
I agree, this is a fucking over hour-long case. We're starting to get into the territory of real crime land. That's a joke.
That
you
old
didn't
boy
laugh, then
really
you're
fell
broken.
for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful, Roy.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps.
All right.
Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this, the kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
Yeah, let's use another nice little outfit for this.
A harmonica playing
Okay,
wrestler.
why not?
That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
I think this took me a while too, if I remember correctly. Cool outfits. Let's wear another fucking nice outfit. You know what? I am gonna wear the untouchable. Fucking Dark Knight.
Wilson
Fucking
Reed,
White Knight.
LAPD, give yourself up.
Oh shit, where we want to go up? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, come on. Oh, I thought I might be able to kick open that door. Thanks for following him, Roy.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to
I do
go
like my
unless he
outfit
grew wings.
in contrast to the
There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
contrast, to put along with the I'm gonna try not to knock down any of the fucking letters. I know that you can knock them down. Oh, like that. I did it. Bro way.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he?
Huh. Bro
Julia
way.
Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Leah had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Yay. Found all but one clue, and I'm assuming it was Julia Randall's apartment, but... Yeah, see. Oh well. Didn't change anything.
He's gone, Hank. The Major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cal still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star, and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
I'm going to memorize.
Fucking, that case took about twice as long as a normal case.
Your name?
But
and throw my head away.
we're all set with it now. So, tomorrow morning I'll do this final case, and then tomorrow night I can, get a start on Uncharted 3. But yeah, that's the start of that one. I'm noticing, hold on. We're missing something. I'm pretty sure there's some cutscenes we haven't been seeing. Fuck. I'm pretty sure there's this whole fucking side story we're not seeing right now. I need to look this up. Fuck me. I don't know why we're not seeing it. Fuck.